driving stream, partially because I haven't had to go anywhere, but as you can see, there is sky cocaina all over the place, and I have to run into town. I have live feeders at my post office for my dragons. They came in yesterday, and they can't sit at the post office all weekend, so I have got to go, whether I want to or not. Pardon my coughing. Cold air triggers my asthma really bad, and I just had to dig my truck out because it hasn't moved in a week and a half, courtesy of the current weather. So I've been breathing in cold air. For the last 15 minutes while digging out my truck. So I'm breathing in through a cloth to bring in some warm air into my lungs. Which should help calm down calm it down. But I'm in four-wheel drive. I'm not going to drive on the highway because I'm short and my truck is tall. I'm sure there's still some snow on the top of my truck that I could not reach with my scraper. So I figure if I take the back roads, anything flies off the top of my truck, there's not likely to be anybody behind me to get plastered on their windshield. Whereas on the highway, not only would I be going faster speeds, which increases the likelihood that anything that's still up there would fly off, but also increases the likelihood that there's going to be somebody behind me to get hit with it. So I'm taking the back road into town. I am seeing stuff coming like from, I obviously missed some in my grill or on my bumper because I'm seeing it come up and over my windshield. I'm gonna get my nose to stop running too. I'm like digging for a tissue. Every time my husband gets in the truck, he moves them, and then I can't find them while I'm driving. It drives me bonkers. Well, it looks like I wasn't the only one that thought, oh, just take the back road. Well, in all fairness, there are a lot of people that live on this road too, so for some people, like out this direction, it's actually quicker to go this way and go the back road than it is to go the other way and catch the highway, because then you have to backtrack anyway. So, where I'm at, it's kind of 6 away, because the entrance to the highway is like right there. So for me, it's just a matter of choice. Either way, I'm going about the same distance. It's the main difference is traffic and speed. Which way I go. The only thing that really changes is the distance or the traffic or the speed, because the distance is about the same either way. Because this road runs parallel to the highway, which is just on the opposite side of those hills. But this is the old highway, so I'm starting to warm up. Yay! two of snow, and then it warms up and then it melts. This happened, a major snowstorm hits us every 7 to 10 years or so. We're due. We're definitely due for a good storm, and this one's not over yet. We've snowed every day for the last 4 days, and it's fairly thick. I know you can, when you look out to the field out there, you see a lot of grass, but that grass is really tall to begin with. So, the snow actually is pretty deep out there. But they're calling for an ice storm the next 2 days. So tonight, my husband gets home from work, and after dinner, we'll be driving into town to, get the essentials. Get our grocery shopping done. A little bit while I was in town, but crap grocery list. I know there's olive oil and syrup, milk, cheese. I don't know what else was on it. To be fair, other than the milk, all of that we could, if we got snowed in, we could survive without. So I'm not in a major rush to get to the grocery store if it, hits sooner. I would definitely go to the grocery store while I'm in town if I needed stuff for dinner tonight. Asked him, what do you want for dinner? But then I remembered, what do you want me to pick up for dinner? But then I remembered I actually took stuff out for dinner last night, but he ended up having to stop for dog food, so he just picked dinner up while he was on that part of town. So the fish and tots that I had planned for dinner last night, somebody hit a skunky back there, stinky. The fish and tater tots that I took out for dinner last night, I'm going to cook up for tonight. That was a fresh one. As much as I hate this corner on good days, I'm really hating it with snow on the ground. Truck just told me it was icy out. Who knew? So my undelivered mail packages, all 3 of them are stuck in Oregon. Oddly enough, they were shipped by FedEx this time instead of UPS. I've never gotten them through FedEx before, but apparently FedEx is pretty much shut down coming out of Oregon. So my packages are just listed as pending, aka who knows when they're going to arrive. I chose not to order any more boxes today because I've already got 3 that are who knows when they're going to get here. So I didn't order any new ones. If there had been another Temu only box, I absolutely would have ordered one this morning, but there wasn't, so maybe next week, we'll see. I do have a Temu order that's out for delivery today, and that has my new my wooden jewelry box kit and my miniature dollhouse kit in it. So yay, I can get started on doing those again. I really like the wooden puzzles, and I've said that on video one. I do like doing the wooden puzzles. I'm still a little on the fence for the dollhouses. I'm going to give this one a shot, and if I still feel after this one, then I'm not going to order anymore and do any more of those, and I'll just stick with the wooden puzzles. But yeah, I'm excited to get those. My other Temu order, which is all no doggy, no doggy, no doggy. Oh, that dog's gonna get himself hit chasing after cars on a snowy road. Somebody's not gonna be able to stop in time. Now my other Temu order is stamps and die sets for my steampunk journal that I'm going to be doing soon. I had a $29 credit because something that I ordered did not work at all. So I had a $29 credit on there, and I'm like, okay, money's already spent. So, and it's, you know, they don't credit it back to my original source like Wish used to. Well, actually, I take that back. They do if you want to wait for it. If you credit it back to Temu, it's an instant refund. So since I had the refund on there, I went ahead and just ordered all of my stamps and die cuts that I had in my wish list for the steampunk journal. And those will just be in my stash, waiting for me to do it. And unfortunately, I was putting some other stuff away and realized that I don't have any more envelopes, of the little plastic envelopes to store my dies. I'm gonna have to order some of those. And to be honest, I'm not even entirely positive that I have room in my art bins. So figure that out when I get these. If there's you know, there's no room, then I'll jump onto Amazon and order another art bin, because I don't think Temu carries those. I haven't seen them anyway. I've not looked for them, but I also haven't seen them. Like a $9 credit on Temu again for something that came in the mail and it was squished. So did the refund on that, and they're like, oh, no need to send it back. Yay! Which, you know, I mean, I'm going to the post office now anyway, so I mean, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to send something off to Temu. I would have just messaged them back and said, hey, we're in the middle of a snowstorm, I can't get to the post office. But yeah, they said that I didn't need to send it back, so I'm not gonna. But now I have, you know, another credit. Drop these packages off, pick up the one I'm here to pick up, and I will be back. 2 and 2. Alright, I am back. And nothing like getting a reminder appropriate shoes for this anymore. Because of the diabetes, my feet swell up all the time. They're pretty much perpetually swollen. My snow boots don't fit anymore. Okay. Fingers crossed these guys are alive. And they are not. Great. Okay. This time I actually think it's the post office's fault, because I got a notification yesterday that they were out for delivery at first thing in the morning, and then at 1:15 I got a message saying it was held for delivery at the post office. It never should have been out for delivery in the first place. It says right on the box, temperature sensitive, keep between 50 and 80 degrees. It says right on the box. So it never should have been put on the truck yesterday to begin with. So but this sucks. This is shipment number 2 of deceased superworms. Wish we had a fast food place in town besides Subway. I feel like making myself anything. My feet are freezing. Anyway, as I was saying, because of the diabetes and the swollen feet, my snow boots don't fit anymore. So I kind of threw something on my feet that would, at least cover my feet. Not necessarily keep them dry, which it definitely didn't, and my feet are freezing. But would at least, be taller than the snow. But yeah, if this sticks around too much longer, I'm gonna have to go buy some boots. Oh, I'm gonna have to go old school and tie some bread bags around my feet. That was a little slick right there. Got the heat blowing full speed on my feet. Shoes. Take off my wet socks. Put on some dry socks, some dry slippers. Get my feet warm back up. It's really frustrating. I'm sorry. Look, I'm sure you guys don't want to hear about the superworms, but it's really frustrating. There's no telling, how much time they spent on any individual place during transport either. But clearly somebody, somewhere, did not follow instructions, because these guys are most definitely gone, and they have been, because they're already black. So I'll have to buy some locally for now. That sucks, because they're really expensive to buy them locally. So much cheaper to buy them in bulk. unfortunately, the mail's going to get there when the mail's going to get there. Because, and he goes, well, you would think. He goes, some people understand that. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. And I was like, okay, I'm one of those people that understands it. I get it. And I go, in these packages, these people don't even know they're getting them. So if they arrive late, no harm, no foul. And I'm like, but yeah, I'm like, no, I've got 3 packages stuck in Oregon and they've been there for a week. And right now, my delivery date just says pending. So I'll get them when I get them. My daughter had to call in to work last night, in anticipation of, schools closing, and she was like, so she called and asked, she would get an occurrence at work if the school's closed, and she had to call into work, and they were like, no, that's considered a family emergency. So that's good, because she goes in it. No sooner did I get off the phone with them, I got the text message that school was closed. And so I messaged my team lead, and he goes, yep, I just got it too. I'm like, this sucks, man. It's bad enough that she's without reliable childcare right now because her sitter is still, has a baby in ICU, so an hour and a half away. She's almost to the point where she's like gonna contact DSHS to okay, I'm gonna get my blinkers. My windshield wiper's already going. This is not going to be fun. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I was expecting. And I didn't even turn my windshield wipers on. I said I was going to. But I didn't turn them on. But she's been without childcare for a month. They have no nothing. Baby's in ICU, so you can't put a timeline on that. You can't be like, oh, baby will be well on, and so she's kind of been stuck, and that's why I've been going up there so often, doing daycare services for her, but I can't do that in this weather either. Yeah, I have 4-wheel drive, but I'd rather not risk it if there's another solution. But, she also can't afford to not be working. And he sure isn't going to supplement her income as a result of this. So she has to call in tomorrow. day while Dad's at work. Which, you know, yeah. She's always up for extra days. The reverse is not true. But, you know, school closes any day beyond Tuesday, then he's going to have to figure out childcare. Wants me to go ahead and head up, then so I can, you know, watch her tomorrow. I'll do that, and I'll just stay up there for a couple days, so I'm not. Hopefully, the weather. With the ice storm rolling in, maybe not. I just thought about that. I'd say sit up there and wait the storm out, but it's supposed to get worse before it gets better. Really killing me. 2 days cleaning my craft room. My back really hurts. Snowstorm we had, I ended up in this ditch right here, just past this mailboxes. I was turning into that driveway, and the snow collapsed underneath.